Hello and welcome to Happy Little Yarn, episode 86. My name is Amy. I come to you from a very hot southeast part of the United States, Leesburg, Georgia, whatever. And this is where I like to talk to you about my knitting. Right now, the temperature, my car said it was 100, but it says, let's see, whatever this app is says it's 93 degrees and feels like 103, and humidity is 46%. So it's not too humid, but it's hot. I have a lovely Americano I just made. Hope you have a cup of something delicious. I usually change into my pajamas before I start recording, but I'm in my work clothes. It's Friday, so I get to wear jeans and a top, and I thought this top is new and it's nice. I thought I'd wear it today. Why not? It's just green. A green top from Amazon. I can't be bothered with going out shopping. I know, that's bad for local businesses, but when you're a big girl and there ain't many big places in town, I don't have much of an option. So I have two whips to show you today. No FOs. I have an advent I gotta open. I forgot my little pony advent for today. Today is July 12th, 2024. It is 12:30 p.m. And let's go ahead and open the advent right off. It's the Yarn Cafe Creations, My Little Pony Advent. I showed y'all the first week last week. Let's see. I put all of the week's worth in my knitting bag because Lisa from Knit All the Yarn podcast and I open ours every day, every morning together around 8 o'clock. But I didn't take my knitting bag to work today because I only work till 12 on Fridays. I have my 3.5 hour days. And I never take my knitting, and I just forgot. So, let's open this together, shall we? Lisa has already opened hers. I believe she's opened hers on camera, so she's recorded hers. That'll be exciting for me to see, because I would love to see her reaction to the days. We usually just text back and forth about what we think about the days, but this is day 12. And the staples freak me out, so I always take those out and throw them away so my yarn does not get snagged. But let's see what we got. Let's see. I bet it's purple. Nope. Well, it's kind of, yeah, it's got purple in it. Ha ha. Pink and purple. Very nice. I like that. It's got little greens and blues right there. This one's called Hugs and Kisses. And it's a reference to My Little Pony, I guess. Very nice. So that's a great day 12. Let me write 12 on it before I forget, because I am knitting these up. And you will see shortly what I'm knitting them into. And I want to knit them in number order, because I figured she's arranged them in some way that makes sense. So they're not in a fade, they're just random. Throw that away. But while we're talking about the My Little Pony Advent, let's go ahead and show that whip. I am knitting the Anthology Throw by Helen Stewart. Curious Handmade, Helen Stewart, Anthology Throw. And as you can see in this pattern, it's got eyelets and some texture and lace patterns going on. I'm not doing any of that. If I get to a row that has something besides knit all stitches, then I just knit them. The only thing I do differently is on the increase rows, I knit front and back. And that's the increase I do. I didn't want to do eyelets. I didn't want to be bothered. But last week, I dropped the yarn. I do this all the time. Where is it? Y'all mind if I grab the yarn real quick? Hang on. That would have driven me crazy. Sorry. I'm on day 6 right now, I think. This is day 6. I'm only a couple rows in. But last week we were in the saggy boob era of the blanket, and this week we are in the giant saggy boob era. Yeah, it's kind of losing its aging. We'll say it's giant and aging. So that's what I've got so far. I've got day 1 is the orange, the yellow is day 2, day 3 is the blue, the pink is day 4, the seafoamy green is day 5, and I just got day 6 cast on, or started. I'm like 2 rows in. Each row is 500 plus stitches right now, and it's going to be this way for like a long time. Let's see, I'm on row 106, and you keep knitting all the stitches. You don't do any increases or anything until you get to row 197. So that's 91 rows to go before I increase again, and they'll double in size. Every stitch is an increased stitch. So I am loving this pattern. It has got my full focus, unfortunately, because I have not knit much anything else this week. But, and I got my, this is where I was last week. I was on day 3. I got the My Little Pony Advent Progress Keeper that came with the Advent. So I've knit that much. Where'd it go? There it is. I've knit that much from there to there. How many inches is that? That's probably about 4.5 inches. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. But I've knit on this all week and on my lunch breaks. I just love it. I love a stockinette stitch pattern. Thoughtless, round and round and round. So, I still have Saturday and, do I have Sunday in here? Yeah, I got Saturday and Sunday in here for us to open, Lisa. And then I'll repack my bag for next week. No, I just got tomorrow's in here. Where's the 13th? Oh, there's the 13th. I took it out. And I will show you the others. I almost forgot to show them. These are all the unused days. I'll just hold them all up. I won't put them in any particular order. Such a pretty, it's not, the very first My Little Pony Advent I got was like pastel brightness, loveliness. And they all varied since then, but that first one I ever got was my favorite. So this is all of them since day 6. Yeah, 3 days, or 3 in each hand. So this is 12. So yeah, first 6 days I've got knitting, and these are the last 6 days that I've opened. I really like this purple one. I think that's fun. And this one, and that one, and these, all of them, all of them. Put them back in my handy dandy Ziploc bag, because I was just going to throw them in the bottom of the bag, but I thought those staples might snag, so I have them in a little Ziploc bag. Okay. And the only other thing I've worked on this week is my Douglas Cardi by Andrea Mowry. And it actually did a lot on it, but you're not going to be able to tell, because I wove in all the ends last weekend. Very happy about that, because they were getting unruly and naughty. So, I finished the back panel. This is Pretty Twisted Yarns Blacklight collection. Let me see how I can show this. I'll just show you the section I'm working on. This is the back panel, and I got all of it done. It's all done. There we go. I was right here last week, So I was finished with the orange, so I did blue and yellow. That's 20 rows. They were not short rows, they were pretty long rows. So, but I did go through, I wove in most of, well, not the newest ones. I didn't do the newest 2 row repeats I did. But I got all the ends woven in. And I left some room for them to fuzz up or whatever whenever I go to soak it after and block it. And then I'll snip them closer, maybe. Now I have the left panel to do. My goal is to work on the left panel this weekend. It's not to finish the left panel, just work on it. So again, I got the back panel and the right panel finished, and then after you do the left panel, you connect it all. Let me scoot back. You connect it all and work flat again. So it's got the black ribbing at the bottom and all the neon stripes. And I'm gonna have it's gonna be long sleeves. The Douglas Cardi, it calls for long sleeves. The only thing I left out, I did not put pockets in. I didn't want the pockets because I thought they would serve no purpose. And I'm gonna have long sleeves and then a shawl collar all around in black, and the cuffs on the sleeves will be black. Oh, I do have a print of it. This is the Douglas Cardi by Andrea Mowry. That's what I'm working on. And all this will be linked below. And remember, Pretty Twisted Yarns, go get yourself 10% off with the code HAPPYLITTLE10. Not a sponsor, I'm not an affiliate, I'm just a friend trying to help a friend out. So that's all the knitting I've got this week. I did want to talk about some knitting podcasts. I was going to try to do a segment from now on, like name 1 or 2 little knitting podcasts that I've watched or found or whatever. Ugh. And I watched one this week, and I actually binge watched all of them. There was only like 4, I think. 4 or 5. But they were really fun, and I enjoyed watching them. And that was, well, I can't look it up. I'm recording on my phone. Let me see if I can find it. I want to make sure I get the name right because I'm kind of like winging it here. It's called Katie and Nick Knit. I'm looking at my computer if y'all are wondering. I will put their little logo right here if I feel like editing, that is. But I'll try to put their logo there so you can see what their channel logo looks like. But it's called Katie and Nick Knit. And it's 2 friends. They haven't been knitting very long, I don't think. I think they both crochet too. They do a lot of crafty things. But they just started recording. It looks like they've got 4 episodes, and they're having a make-along right now. A farmer's market mow. Or, don't quote me. I don't really remember. Let's see if it has make-along kickoff. Let me see if I can mute. And I will look up and see what the hashtag is. Where's more? Farmer's Market Mow. It's where you make a market bag and you enter to win prizes. It's just a make-along. But I have to rewatch the episode I had on that. But I'm going to try to do that. The deadline's the end of August. And they're really fun. I really like their personality. They have good energy. You can tell that they're really into their crafts. So, very fun. Check out Katie and Nick Knit. I will list them below and the link to their channel. And I'll try to throw in their Instagrams too, because they're fun to follow on Instagram. I think it was Nicole. She had this quilted jacket look, and she put a quilting patch on the back that she made. Oh my god, I want that jacket so bad. I was like, she got the jacket from a thrift, I think. She got it was like secondhand. I think that's what it was. And she just made the quilt square, like some kind of patchwork square, and sewed it onto the back. It was perfection. Loved it. So check them out. And I think Katie is around my age. I think she just turned 40 a couple weeks ago. So happy birthday, Katie, if you're watching this. It was very lovely to watch you ladies and follow you on Instagram. And the next podcast, which has been around for a while, is Witch and Knitting Mama, my friend Nicole. She and I have been talking a lot lately, but she's going to have a little episode soon on Advents, but we're like Advent buddies right now. We're just talking all thing Advents all the time. It's very fun. We're even like, she's sending me ideas and I'm updating my spreadsheet. Don't forget the spreadsheet, the Advent spreadsheet. I'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, check out Nicole, Witch and Knitting Mama. She just made this awesome tank top. Looks amazing on her. And she's just loves the craft too. She loves her knitting. So it's fun to watch her. I really enjoy when Nicole uploads. And she does a monthly vlog too, which is something I've been wanting to do. But really, I have no life. Sadly. I just knit and work and sleep. In a nutshell. But that's okay. Alright. Up next, let's talk about my Advent spreadsheet. I did update it. I'll put the link to it below. It is updated as of yesterday, July 11th. I think I've added a few December Advents onto it that I know of. And I added a tab at the bottom or top. I don't know. It depends on what kind of browser you're using, I guess. For Halloween Advents, there's only a few on there. So if anybody knows of any Advents I haven't listed, or if you are a dyer and have an Advent and you would like for me to list it on the spreadsheet, just shoot me a DM or on Instagram or email or whatnot and let me know the details and I will be happy to update the spreadsheet. Anything to support my fellow knitters and crocheters and dyers, my crafty people, my community. I'm all up for it. And speaking of Advents, I have decided to do Vlogtober, which is an October month-long vlog. It'll be every day, kind of like Vlogmas was this past year. But all I'm going to do is reveals of the minis I get every day. I only have one month-long Advent that is daily, 31 days. And I have two that is, one that's 13 days and one that's 12 days. And then I have one more that's not an Advent, yarn Advent. It's a stitch marker Advent by the Naughty Knitress. I ordered that today because today is payday. And I got that. So I have 4 Advents to open. And 3 of them are half month and the other one's a 31-day one. I'll think of something fun to do. I'm trying to find one more Advent that's Halloween-y. That's 31 days to make it a little interesting the first 15 days. But I think that's all like the nitty stuff I have to talk about. I got no acquisitions this week. Are y'all proud of me? I did not buy anything this week. I mean, I think I got stuff in, but it's birthday present and I can't show it. Lisa, if you're watching this, I'm so excited to give you your birthday present. It's not even funny. It's going to be epic this year. Epic. I love Lisa. She's like my bestie. And that's another podcast y'all need to go watch out. I know y'all watch it. If y'all watch me, I know y'all watch her. But Lisa of Knit All the Yarn podcast or 72 Stitches on Instagram. Who's some other podcasts I watch? I watch Amby Marie Knits, who is Amber. And I watch Dale, who is Knit1T2. Think, who else? You know, when you're on the spot, you can't think of things. But I had the 2 planned out. I just threw the others in. Andy has a YouTube channel, who is a Naughty Knitress. And I think her channel is called Andy the Knitress. She hasn't uploaded recently, I don't think. But I've got my few I watch every week, every 2 weeks, every month. If you have any podcast recommendations, I would love to hear it. In fact, I should do a spreadsheet of podcasts. And like how frequently they upload, or if it's random, or details like that. What kind of craft they show. Oh, light bulb. Did y'all see the light bulb just go off? Because I just had a light bulb moment. I'm going to make a Google Sheets of podcasts. Not necessarily all that I watch, but just give me recommendations in the comments below. What's your favorite crafty podcast to watch on YouTube? So I guess vlog, podcast, knitcast, knittube, whatever you want to call it. Crochet, sewing. I could make a tab for each crochet, sewing, whatever. Yes, let's do this. We're going to do this. I'm going to make a spreadsheet. I love spreadsheets. Okay, other than that, I'm serious. Like, leave me a comment below on your favorite podcast. We're doing this. Okay. I got my car back yesterday. They could not fix it. They turned the engine light off. They saw the error codes that the car's been doing, sending codes, I guess, saying the air conditioner wasn't working. They couldn't recreate the problem. I dropped it off July 1st. I didn't get it back till July 11th. So I took the loaner car back, the tiny sardine loaner car they gave me. And I got my beautiful car back. Oh, it was so nice to get in that car. Oh, I had space. I wasn't all cramped up. I didn't have to squat on the ground and slide in the car. So it was so nice to have my car back. We just went on a little joyride after I got it yesterday. It was so nice. But there is nothing else going on in my life right now. That's great. I'll take nothing over a lot of bad things. I call that a thumbs up. So I hope y'all have a great day, great night, whatever time you're watching this. I'll catch you next week. Bye.